today. If you watch my planner videos as well as my beauty videos, you might have seen that Jer got a new position, which is awesome and it's exciting. He's excited. It just calls for some travel, which he hasn't really done before. So he just left and he'll be gone all week. He did set up my camera though before he left, so hopefully I'm in focus. And I know a week is nothing and it's really short, but it's just weird because he's always here and it feels weird to be in the house alone. But I've decided to use my time wisely. I've ordered some new books. I have a list of things I want to get done around the house, and I wanted to film this video, which I'm really excited about because it's my Sephora VIB sale. I think they called this the Love Note. It was 15% off, and if you shopped in store on Thursday, you got this little tote bag, which I like these. I just use them every once in a while to carry random stuff. This one's cute. It says, "There's still some space left on my vanity. Hashtag take me to Sephora." And this wasn't really planned out, it's just kind of how it worked out, is that I really focused on skincare and bite beauty this time around. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the skincare stuff. You all know I love a vitamin C serum. I just think there is nothing, for my skin at least, that is better at creating an even skin tone and adding some brightness and luminosity. And I've tried some in the past that I've really liked from One Love Organics and Paula's Choice. I just decided to change things up. And ever since Drunk Elephant launched at Sephora, I've wanted to try something. And I just put it off because I already own so much skincare, but I've used up a couple serums, so I decided I wanted to try something new. And I said on Snapchat the night before the sale that I was considering purchasing something from Drunk Elephant, and my friend Sarah Nicole, who I would take any skincare advice from her for forever because her skin looks fantastic and it looks better and better every time I see her. She said that one of her favorite products from the line is their C-Firma Day Serum. So I looked at this in store and there were a couple things I thought were really interesting. One is that they say this has a reservoir effect. So once you put it on your skin for the next 72 hours, you can't rub or wash this off. So it is continually working. It also has some, not only 15% vitamin C, which is really good for the brightening and evening of the skin tone, but it also has some nourishing ingredients like the marula seed oil and hyaluronic acid, which I'm really into hyaluronic acid right now. So I'm so excited about it. I did use it for the first time this morning. Let me show you. The packaging is also really cool. So this is what it looks like, and it has an airtight container, and you just twist it to pop up and it's a little pump. So I like that. Of course, it does smell like vitamin C serums if you've ever tried something. Not the greatest smell of all time, but I do not need my skincare to smell good. I just need it to work. So I'm really excited about this, and I do think I'm going to do an updated skincare routine in a couple months. So if this works out, you will see this in that video. I mentioned I've been really into hyaluronic acid, and that's because a couple months ago, it was in one of my Get Ready With Me videos where I start with the bare face. I had a lot of redness going on the perimeter. And one of my longtime subscribers, Elizabeth or Lizzie, who has been with me since the beginning, I feel like we might have even discovered each other through Paula's Choice. She always leaves the best comments, and she said that I should really try the hyaluronic acid booster from Paula's Choice for that redness. And I had tried that before. I even think Paula's Choice sent it to me right when it first came out, but I always thought that I liked the oil booster better. But after reading her comment, I decided to order another bottle of the hyaluronic acid, and I have completely used it up. I just used the last little bit of it, and it worked so well. It adds just the right amount of hydration where I think my skin looks nice and plump, but it's not overly oily, and it really helped with that redness, kind of bring that redness down. So since I had such great success with that, I was kind of like attuned to other products with that same ingredient. And Mallory, I always get her numbers confused. I think it's 1712. I love watching her videos, and she's really into Murad, which I've tried some samples, but I don't think I've ever made a purchase from the line before. But something she was raving about are these eye lift firming treatments. And I have had like this under eye situation lately. It just looks so bad and like really dry. And then when I put concealer on top of it, it looks even worse. So I was really trying to find something to help moisturize that area. So these are kind of cool. Inside the box, you get the serum, which is 1 fluid ounce. And then you get, I think there were 40 of these pads. I'll put a link to it down below. But what you're supposed to do is apply the serum underneath your eye, a very generous layer, and you're not supposed to rub it in. You're actually supposed to place the pad right over it and leave it on to 10 to 15 minutes. And since hyaluronic acid is one of the first ingredients in the lineup, it's helping to plump and moisturize that area. I used it for the first time last night, and I think I like it. So I will continue to use these. And if I continue to like it, hopefully you'll see these in an upcoming favorites video. One last skincare thing, and then I promise to move on to something fun and colorful, but I had just used up the last little bit of my Dr. Dennis Gross Hyrule plus Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. I liked this, but also I'm really not happy with how my under eyes look, so I thought I should probably try something new and see if there's something out there that helps me a little bit more. So when I was browsing, I found this Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Fusion PM Eye Cream. It says new on the packaging and it sounded good. Maximum results, minimal irritation. It has 1% micro-encapsulated retinol, caffeine to help puffiness, and shea butter to moisturize delicate skin. So the packaging is nice. I think actually the packaging of all the skincare I bought is really nice because it has these airtight containers with these little pumps. This is more of a lotion, whereas the Dr. Janice Gross was a serum, so a little bit more oily. I really hope that this helps. It felt nice going on last night, but I'm gonna have to use this for a lot longer before I can tell you if it's something I would recommend. Other than skincare, the other thing I knew I wanted to purchase was another Amuse Bouche lipstick from Bite Beauty. And for a long time, Pepper from the Luminous Cream line has been my favorite everyday lipstick. So they brought back Pepper in this new formula. And when I would recommend Pepper all the time, most people loved it. A couple people came back and said they thought it wore away too quickly. So since the Amuse Bouche, at least Sweet Cream, which is the one I had before, wears really well, I thought it would be awesome to get the updated version of Pepper and see how the longevity was. So what I have the old version of Pepper and I have the new version of Pepper, and I'm gonna swatch them right next to each other. I haven't even done this yet, so we will see how close they are. So this is the old version of Pepper and this is the new version, so still very similar. I don't know if you can tell from this hand swatch, but the old version is much more shiny and the new version is a little bit kind of more of a matte or satin. So I'm wearing Pepper right now. I've had it on her quite a bit. Let me reapply just a little bit. So this is the new version of Pepper, and if you like a little bit of brown, a little bit of mauve, a little bit of rosiness, I think this is the perfect everyday lipstick. So when I was at the Bite counter, I was swatching them all and it was really between Pepper and Verbena, and I was like going back and forth. Do I need both? Do I like one better than the other? I just couldn't make up my mind. And during this time, one of the Sephora sales associates brought back something from the back, or I think it was like in a special display towards the back of the store. Like, oh my word, I don't know, Bite Beauty has my number. I like pretty much anything and everything they come out with. So this is called the Spring Fling Kit. And inside you get 3 mini Amuse Bouche lipsticks. So if you've been wanting to try them, this might be a great option. You get Gazpacho, Beetroot, and Verbena. So they're minis. You get a mirror, and then you also get a full-size Bite Beauty lip primer. I've gone through a full one of these before and I really like it. And then this little makeup bag, I don't know, it's just so stinking cute. I also think this would make a great gift. We have Mother's Day coming up and I think it would be super cute, or if you've just been wanting to try the formula. Speaking of gifts, something that I don't have but I did purchase that day, the Sephora I was at, which I normally shop at Sephora in Reston, but it was monsooning on Thursday, so I ended up going to Fair Oaks. They had 6 of the Too Faced Sweet Peach palettes, and that was the one thing that my mom was thinking about purchasing. She's a VIB, so her sales started the next day, and I was like, there's so much hype about this palette. Like, I wonder if these 6 are still gonna be here the next day. So I ended up grabbing it and giving it to her. But that would make another gift because that palette is so cute. That's actually what I'm wearing today. So that is everything I purchased on Thursday. There was one thing not in store, that I was interested in, the new Becca Luminous blushes. I know everyone talks about the Becca highlighters, but actually my favorite thing they do are their blushes. So with these new ones, it's like a combination of their blushes and the highlighters. It sounded awesome, and I was really interested in the shade Tiger Lily, and I wanted to swatch it in store, but it wasn't there. So I ended up just ordering that online. So if that comes before I end up finishing editing this video, I will put a clip of that in, but I'm really excited about that. I thought the color looked gorgeous. That is everything I bought during the Sephora sale. I love to watch these hauls. I also love if you guys would leave comments about what you purchased with your percentage off. I think it's really interesting to see what people purchase during sale times. But that is all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me company, and I'll be back with a new video very soon.